Moving on now to the other big story of the day that Beyond is tracking. India and China are holding the 11th round of Corps Commander talks today. The talks are aimed to discuss the second phase of disengagement in eastern Ladakh. Preliminary reports suggest that both sides will likely discuss disengagement at the remaining friction points in eastern Ladakh, which are Hot Springs, Gogra and Depsang Plains. Before the talks, both foreign ministries commented on the current status quo. While on one hand, the Indian External Affairs Ministry said that they expect peace and tranquility to prevail, the Chinese side said that both nations are aware of the rights and the wrongs, and the responsibility does not lie with China. Listen in.
As I had outlined last week, we would like to see disengagement in the remaining areas, which would lead to de-escalation, and that would hopefully lead to restoration of peace and tranquility and provide conditions for progress of our overall bilateral relationship.
中印双方正就举行第11轮军长级会谈保持沟通，不存在你所说的推迟的情况。我想强调的是，中印边境事态的是非曲直十分清楚，责任不在中方，希望印方同中方相向而行，认真落实两国领导人达成的重要共识，严格遵守双方签署的协议协定，以实际行动推动边境局势进一步缓和。
The standoff between India and China started in April last year when China initiated unprovoked aggression in India's eastern Ladakh region. It led to a violent clash in which 20 Indian soldiers were martyred. Over the last year, New Delhi and Beijing have held a series of military and diplomatic level talks amid cross-border tensions. The last round of talks were held in February after complete disengagement at the Pangong Lake. For more on this story, our principal diplomatic correspondent Siddhant Sibal joins us live. Siddhant, thanks so much for joining us. Now tell us about the agenda for these India-China talks and how fruitful are they expected to be?
Well, as you pointed out, the agenda will be a disengagement at the other areas, which is Gogra, Hot Springs and resolution on Depsang Plains. We know that in the month of February, Pangong Lake, which was one of the key focus points, saw the disengagement with the Chinese leaving in the north bank of the Pangong Lake. We know the resolution, India was keen that the Chinese move away from Finger 8 of the north bank of the Pangong Lake. But nonetheless, today's talks are crucial in the sense that at least both sides are talking. Usually these talks go late in the night. We know that they have been continuing for 15 to 16 hours. And today, of course, they were expected to start at 10:30 a.m. Indian Standard Time on Chushul at the line of actual control. But so far, there is no confirmation on whether the talks have started. But usually, they start at the designated time when they are supposed to start. But largely, the focus will be on how there can be an early resolution. Of course, this is a kind of a deja vu as well, because more and more we often hear conversations happening, but there is no outcome. We do expect that there will be more rounds of conversation at the diplomatic level and, of course, at the military level. In fact, in the month of March, the Indian External Affairs Minister and the Chinese Foreign Minister had conversation, and they announced the releases by respective sides announced that there will be a hotline that will be established for early resolution of any kind of misunderstanding. But the damage, of course, has been done by the Chinese because of their aggressive nature. The loss of 20 soldiers is something that India is not going to forget. We know since the Galwan incident, India has taken steps like the scrutiny on investment from China, banning of Chinese app, and of course geopolitically also we have seen how India is now officially member of Quad grouping. There is of course the virtual summit happened. Now the focus is on the physical summit as well. So it looks like the damage which Beijing was trying to do has led to irreparable damage to the relationship between the two Asian giants.
Right. Now, Siddhant, there also seems to be a difference in the tone of the two ministries. While India says that it wants peace and tranquility at the border, China seems to suggest that China alone is not responsible for the tensions at the border. So how will the disengagement affect the India-China relationship going forward, especially at a time when China's relationship with global powers like the US are at an all-time low?
Well, everyone is trying to understand why China has been aggressive with countries in the region and across the world, and why India, which is a large country in its neighborhood, perhaps China wants to dominate Asia and rest of the world and try to send a message by trying to be aggressive with New Delhi. But it did not serve any purpose by and large. But if you talk about what is expected to happen, more rounds of conversations are expected to happen. Both sides will be keen to manage each other, and of course we know that there is differences between the foreign ministries of both the countries, and this is something that is not new. They have been coming with a similar statement. The Chinese blaming the Indians, the Indian calling for the peace and tranquility at the line of actual control. But it is unlikely that China is going to change its stance. It looks like that China is going to become more aggressive. It is not going to come clean when it comes to the COVID crisis as well. We know what WHO had to say, and India also commented on WHO statement report, saying in a statement that there should be more easy access when their team visited China, and we know that they did not got the access which they wanted.
Right, Saddam, thank you so much for all your inputs, and thank you for joining us in this broadcast. We'd leave it there. WION World is One is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news updates on the move.